Hi everyone, I'm here today to talk about how to commission new music and the things to think about along the way. So I've had the fortunate experience of commissioning over 30 pieces for solo trumpet, trumpet electronics, and various chamber ensemble configurations. So whether or not this is your first time embarking on the new composer-performer relationship, there are several things to think about when you're commissioning a new piece. The first thing to think about is to make sure you pick the composer who is most appropriate for the type of composition you're looking for. So if you're thinking of having a piece written for trumpet electronics, for example, some questions to ask yourself could be, has this person written for electronics before? Have they written for trumpet before? Do they have time to take on this new composition? Do they have a similar tech setup than I have as the performer or would have in the space where I'll be premiering the piece? Another thing to think about is to be as specific as possible with the composer about what you're looking for. So this includes the instrumentation and also the length of the piece. Another thing to make sure to think about is to set a very responsible deadline for this relationship that you're embarking on with this new work. I've seen it happen so many times with my students and other colleagues who receive a piece so close to the date of the premiere that they are stressed and unable to properly workshop the piece and feel comfortable with it as the performer. So make sure to give yourself so much time so you can talk back and forth with the composer and make sure the piece is as ready as possible way before the deadline of when you actually have to perform it. And finally, make sure that you have a contract between you, the performer, and the composer. Contracts are super helpful for making sure all of the details are written down and agreed upon so that nothing gets lost or misunderstood. So in this contract, you're going to want to have everything included in terms of things like the pay, the deadline, and other things like exclusivity rights, recording rights, and all other things that you might think of when embarking on this new relationship. Happy commissioning!